Hello, welcome back to Rana. My name is Beast, and I'm actually fucking back after what feels like a fucking millennium. It's actually just 11 days. But hey, welcome back to Clover days again for once. Actually, let me just grab that real quick. I will immediately put out the warning. I will not be recording for that long today. Not because I'm still feeling sick or anything like that. Nah, because I'm forcibly fixing my fucking sleep schedule right now. Since like the last week or so, I've just been laying awake at night and just like then falling asleep at like fucking 8 and sleeping until like 6 or something, which is not good. So I've essentially forced myself to wake up at 1 today, and I am suitably tired because of that. But hey, gotta do it sometime. Anyways, what a time it was to suddenly put a break on recording for when, you know, when the chapter's called Izumi's Feelings. This can only go terribly wrong. Anyways, after the mandatory re-education of a resident Dunce Torakichi and sweet times with Tsubame, a little test period finally came to an end. The only thing we did in class today was receive our test grades. Naturally, that was a topic conversation come break time.
ねえ、ゆうと、数学のテスト何点だった？
Why are you looking at me all giddy like that?
今回のテストはちょっと自信あるのよね。あ、数学の点数で勝負よ、ゆうと。
What are we betting?
そうね。こっちが負けたら、あんたに私の点数をあげてもいいわよ。
Oh, she must be pretty confident if she's wagering that. Alright, if I win, I get Tsubame's virginity.
私？ちょっと、なんでツバメの点数なわけ？
Well, she's my girlfriend.
こうなったら、意地でもユウトには負けられないわ。私はどっちを応援すれば。
She still hasn't wagered anything. What? If I win, I get to take both of your virginities. What?
あれ？そうだった？あ、そっちが負けたときはどうするのよ。
Only let Tsubame choose.
私が？もしユウくんが泉ちゃんに数学の点数を負けたら、なんだっけ？容赦なんていらないわよ。これは本気の勝負なんだからね。じゃあ、もしユウくんが泉ちゃんに負けちゃったら、ドーンと言ってやりなさい、ツバメ。すぐにユウトの顔が醜く歪むことになるから。
She really doesn't know her punches, does she? So what does my girlfriend answer with?
私がユウくんの点数を奪います。そうそう、ツバメがユウトの点数を。なんじゃそれ。
Two of the things currently on the line in this bet are already off the table. Sure sounds like a deal to me. Should make things interesting. Well, even though opportunities are on the table, we kind of already lost it.
全然 OK じゃないでしょ。なんで勝っても負けてもユウトが美味しい思いすんのよ。
Hey, I never said I wanted your virginity.
うわ、あんたってあれ？少女はめんどくせえから興味ねえ。とか、そういうタイプの男？
I don't give a hoot about the status of your virginity.
どうでもいい言うな。これでも気にしてるんだからね。
Seriously?
まあいいわ。それより勝負よ。そっちの点数を先に言いなさい。
The score is the reverse of Tsubame's.
ツバメの？ツバメは何点だったの？私は69点。
Nice.
69の反対。96。96点？69だよ。
69ing. I actually did not notice that until I went back. I got a 96%. 69ing makes you think of something entirely different. That's what you get, Izumi?
そうだ、休養を思い出し。
What you get? Out with it.
89.3 点よ。文句あるの？
Alright, Tsubame's virginity is mine for the taking.
私のバージンもイオトに奪われるのね。もうお嫁に行けない？
No thanks.
なんでよ。私のバージンは奪えないってわけ？
I have a girlfriend?
ゆうくん。
I wave Tsubame's hand that I'm holding to emphasize that.
別に羨ましくなんてないし。それにまだ負けたのは数学1教科だわ。
Actually, what kind of weird uneven number? 69.3. 89.3.
計算途中まで合ってたから 0.3 点分もらったのよ。店員に土下座させる勢いで。
Don't go doing that.
89.3 やざ
あ、
その察したような表情。だいたいそっちは何？ 96 点に69点って狙って取ったとしか思えないわ。
I love works miracles.
そうかな。
For Tsubame, who's catastrophically bad at math and science, the 69 is progress. I'm honestly delighted.
うぜえ。なんかすげえうぜえ。
Are you a masochist?
私じゃなくてあんたたちがよ。もう点数で優越感に浸れる相手を見つけないとやってらんないわ。
Perfect!
みんな揃っとるな。わいもついにやったで。数学首の皮一枚で赤点を免れた。
Seriously? That's great.
最初に3の数字が見えた時は死のうか思ったわ。数学で39点なんて取れたんは生まれて初め。
なんか話を聞いてたら胸が苦しくなってきた。トラ吉に私の 0.3 点あげるわ。
ほんまか？ありがてえ。ありがてえ。
I can't tell if that counts as being kind or not. Since our exams are over, we can finally get back to practicing. The performance is in 2 weeks, so we have to get down to business now.
姫、少しふくよかになられたのでは？そんなことは。ほら、胴回りもちゃんと収まっておりますわ。いえ、こちらの打肉が随分と。随分いいお声を上げられますね。さては王子に散々もみしだかれましたか？いや、姉様、婚前からそのようなインモラル行為を。してません。そんなの。あの変態王子、イレーナ様になんてことを。羨ましいじゃない。
Why is the text box censoring your own face? Awkwardness in everyone's acting has disappeared to the point where we can do these smooth, natural ad-libs.
ええ感じに仕上がってきたな。
Yeah, acting's so much fun.
そら念願のツバメのお姫様やしな。
Right? Acting with everyone was just such a blast.
ああ、せやな。もう役者連中の心配はしとらへん。あとは衣装と美術やな。
Yep.
よーし、今日はちょい早いけど上がろうか。
As its actors all return to the club room to get changed, we find Hekiru, Anri, and the Asurin smiling happily.
みんな、森のかき割りができた。力作です。
Otherwise, I should probably talk about the fact I'm still undecided if I should do Anzu. So I'll be waiting for trusted sources to tell me if it's overly incesty. You know what I mean. Anyways.
みんな、見てよこ
I don't know what to say. Drawing a gorgeous picture of forest scenery. Wow, this is amazing, Aikido. Good job.
綺麗な森です。ちょっと怖いくらいですね。これが噂に名高い迷いの森。さすがヘキルだね。まるで今にも現実に樹海となって竜を消息不明にしてしまいそうだ。
Give me a break, please.
天才画家様々よね。演劇の背景として使うのはもったいないぐらい。迷いの森だから設定的にも照明だってそんなに明るくは使えないだろうし、その分みんなに輝いてもらうこの仕事楽しい。
この迷いの森で愛しの姫が醜悪な魔物に襲われて裸でダブルピースしちゃうのね。
Okay, let's get right to practicing that scene. Tsubame, are you ready?
そんなの台本になかったよね。
やりたいなら今から追加してもええで。王子が竜の呪いで触手の怪物になってまうとかどうや。
Tokichi, I think you have a bright future ahead of you as a scriptwriter.
お前も役者として輝いてるで。
The exchange a firm handshake.
ヘキル、触手の絵は描けるかい？できるだけ
Why are they on
もごもごしいデザイン
board?
がいいかな。もごもごしい。触手ってあれでしょ？女の子のお腹の中に産卵する謎生物。まるでゆうとさんみたいですね。いや、兄さんはそんなことそんなこと。
I can't fathom what they're imagining, but no doubt it's something obscene. Something that that completely mars my image as a perfect gentleman.
書いてみる。ゆう、モデルになってくれる？
Sure, but does that mean you're using me as an inspiration for the tentacle monster?
全裸になれば、あるいはヌードデッサンが必要なら服を脱いでもらったらどうだい？ダメ！女の子のお腹に産卵する触手とか今回の芝居では出せないし。
竜の裸を他の女に見られとうないしな。
そういう問題じゃ。
ゆうちゃんはすでに産卵済みだったりして。
ちょっとなんで二人して黙ってんのよ。
I recall how erect my own tentacle was last night.
優に産卵されるなんて女としてこれ以上の屈辱はないね。まったくだわ。まあ相手がいないって言うなら産卵させてあげてもいいけど。
It's been a long time since I've last wielded you, my friend. Time to bonk this bitch. Talk like this is some fucking mythical weapon, even though it's just like two random ass sticks that vaguely could be used as some kind of makeshift mace put together. Can we get off the topic of tentacles and eggs now?
触手かけた。
That was fast. Once more, they're far more sinister looking than any of those infamous tentacle monsters you see.
ヘキル、あと残りの作業は？
書き割りはこれでおしまい。あとは竜と小道具。
間に合いそうか？
アンリもいる。予定通りで大丈夫。
頼むしな。安城頼むで。
うん、任せて。
よし、じゃああとは衣装やな。
Everything other than the costumes is proceeding smoothly. Practice goes well as we approach the big day. Then the following day.
遅くなってすみません。被服部です。ご注文の衣装をお届けに上がりました。
I think my ears are okay. How was that so loud?
おお、待っとったでユクブ。
すみません、ちょっと凝りすぎちゃいまして。その分クオリティには自信があります。
お、言うたな。期待するで。
任せてください。と、時間もあまりないのでさっくり試着してもらえますか？おかしいところあったらすぐ直しますんで。
This costume fitting promptly began. In a sense, the princess's dress is the most important part of the play. I can't wait to see it.
ゆうくん。
Oh, the star of the show has arrived.
どうかな。
Damn, a whole ass sprite for that.
私、衣装に負けてない？
I'm speechless. The sewing club went all out on these. They deserve to be proud. Also, Tsubame looks stunning in that dress. It doesn't even remotely overshadow her.
綺麗です、つばめさん。
Anzu looks like a fucking Alice in Wonderland.
本当に綺麗。
あんなに綺麗なお姫様にゆうちゃんが産卵。
Enough with the eggs, please. An appropriate teacher aside, both of my sisters are staring at Tsubame with a twinkle in their eyes. I guess most girls do dream of wearing a super pretty dress. You look adorable in your outfit too, ya Anzu.
いやいやいや、兄さんに褒められてしまいました。はい、可愛いですよ、アンズ。ありがとうございます。
Under the eyes of both Tsubame and Anzu, half in awe and half in envy.
アンリちゃん、今度は役者で出てみない？アンリちゃんも可愛いからきっと舞台映えすると思うよ。
I agree.
私は可愛い服似合いませんし。じゃあ大人な役をもらって一緒にやりましょう。考えておきます。いつでも待ってるね。
In a rare display, Anzu meekly allows Tsubame to pet her head.
やはり異例な姫を譲ってよかったよ。そのドレスはツバメじゃないと見栄えがいまいちだ。もうモデルさんが何を言ってるの？僕にはそんな打肉はないからね。ツバメのお姫様なら変態王子も大喜びだろう。もう
Can you not mention that, Hikaru? I've been desperately trying not to look at her cleavage.
なんか私はいつもと変わらない気がするんだけど。あ、そちらのメイド服は経費削減。元から可愛らしいデザインかと思いましたので、日々のベーカリーさんからレンタルです。今何を言いかけたのよ。
You're just trying to say that you look good in anything since you're so cute to begin with.
そんな分かりきったこと、いいからもっと言ってよ。
I was being serious. That uniform actually is cute, so it serves its desired purpose more than adequately. Aside from Izumi, our resident model Hikaru also looks good in her maid outfit. Why you?
私も似合ってる。
Oh, you tried one on too, Hiku. Yeah, you look really great.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しい。なんでヘキルまで来てんの？
Oh, by the way, since yesterday, I've actually beaten Final Max. Wow, the fucking Armor Zemnis 2 is bullshit. Like, it's literally a case of you attack and suddenly he throws out the fucking swing and you can't do anything against it. Because I swear I was in the block animation. I just fucking pierced that shit. Worst part is that I never, like, whenever that happened, I just so happened to not have the MP for an actual reflect. Because usually that was after I landed from being knocked away, so I had to heal. That's also the garbage, that there's no way to stand aside from the actual throne room, so there's literally no way to have a safe space to heal.
服が余ってたし、せっかくだからね。ああ、メイド服のヘキルも可愛いよ。まるで天使のようだ。
Honestly, look forward to going for the twins. That ought to be
ヘキル、
funny.
こっちを向いて。ああ、そのポーズ。いいね、すごくいい。
Don't go turning this into a photo shoot event. Hikaru's excessive love for her sister never changes. But in all honesty, everyone looks so pretty. These costumes really make them feel like they're the characters they're playing. And even amongst it, Tsubame stands out.
ヘキルちゃんもすごく似合ってるね。ツバメも綺麗。絵に描きたいぐらい。
Despite being surrounded by numerous other beautiful women, I still can't help but stare. I wonder if it's her aura as an actress. She looks like someone from a completely different world.
自分の彼女に惚れ直した？
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I have the most perfect girlfriend in the whole wide world.
私だってあのドレスを着ればツバメと同じくらい。
One, by the metric that you set when you joined this, you already weren't allowed to do the fucking lead role. Two, we already did the scene where you regretted not fucking going for it. Don't fucking get depressed now.
にしても今回は可愛い子ちゃん揃いで眼福眼福。おじさん10年は長生きできそうだわ。
先生、せっかくですし衣装つけて投手稽古したらどないでしょう。動いた時違和感あるかもしれませんし。
あ、そうね。もうすぐステージ開く時間だし、そうしよっか。
はーい皆さん、というわけでその衣装のまま投手稽古やります。準備したってや。
ユウ、君も準備をしてきたらどうだい？
Yeah, I better. I was so captivated by everyone in their outfits that I nearly forgot. The dress rehearsal proceeds smoothly. Everyone was really into their roles, probably due no small part to the costumes. We're in the middle of the story right now, at the scene where the girls try to encourage Princess Elena to be with the prince. The prince has no lines here, so I watched the performance of Torakichi from the edge of the stage.
でもミナの心を知りながら一人だけ幸せになるなどできません。お姉様、どうか自分のお気持ちに素直になって。確かに私も王位継承権を持つ身です。王子のこともお慕いしております。だったらでも王子が選んだのはお姉様なのですよ。
So it was acted a role perfectly.
ああ、あんずも随分ええ感じに仕上がってきよった。先が楽しみやな。
Me too.
なら私は全力で応援するだけです。二人とも大好きだから幸せになって笑っていてほしいからね、ソーニャ。
Alright. Pay attention, Izumi! Oh, hold on. Wrong maid.
確かに私も王子をお慕い申し上げております。ですが私はただの使用人。王子と釣り合いなど取れません。決して叶わぬ思いであればこの気持ちを姫、あなただから託したい。ソーニャ。
Alright, now pay attention, Izumi. I have no complaints about Hikaru switching from Princess Elena to the maid Sonia. She still puts on a flawless performance.
ヒカルのやつ、あの練習量でこれかいな。たまらんな。
Yeah, I can't wait to see the kind of performance she puts on. I'm a little envious as an actor myself, but I can only imagine how enthralling it must be as a director to see a gifted person like her put on such a stellar performance. Tsubame Torakichi's face is one of pure delight. Right.
そうそう。私もただの使用人だし、この身分の違いはもうどうしようもないもんね。かえって諦めがついてよかったけどさ。
シノ。
それにさ、レア姫の言う通り、王子の気持ちはとっくに姫様のものだもの。割って入る隙なんかないもん。
Oh boy, she's gonna give it too much into the role there.
もうなくなっちゃったんだもん。
Can't probably do that like this. There we go. Better. This was supposed to be a positive, uplifting scene where Shino encouraged Princess not to tearjerk by any measure. Yet Izumi stands there, tears falling down her cheeks with a pained smile on her face. The stage is dead silent for a moment.
そうね。シノ。私たちバカだったわよね。
I missed. How dare you make me feel things? Oh, I accidentally. Fuck, this was also the one that I thought might be able to be repaired, but now there's a hole in it. So yeah, there's no repairing this one anymore. Tsubame continues the conversation, regardless of whether this hits close to her heart or she's simply going along in the mood or the situation. No one tries to stop her ad-libbing.
自分をごまかして嘘をついてそれで得られる幸せなんてどこにもないのに、居心地のいい今にすがりたいだけの言い訳ばかり続けて。でも私はもう迷わないわ。王子が本当に大切だから、ずっと隣にいたいから。
Why did they switch the colors? It's just regular gold before. Now it's like this weird yellow. Doesn't look nice at all.
私は王子が好き。誰よりも愛しているの。もう誰にも渡したくないの。あなたはどうなの？本音を聞かせてよ、シノ。私のこと本当に家族だと、親友だと思ってくれてるなら聞かせてよ。泉ちゃん。
Yeah, okay, there we go with your boat character. I like to imagine that Yuto is just sitting off to the side like, Huh. Well, this is awkward. Oh, hold on, actually, I just had an intrusive thought. Come on. Work with me here. I mean, I can see why it wouldn't want to work with me, considering that was the plan, but I fucking missed. I missed again. I'm terrible. Okay, I could grab it with my hand and like rip it up for the good old haha, he said terrible joke, but even I don't go for such low-hanging fruit. Let's try this again. I don't know why I'm so being so distracted. Oh wait, I know exactly. Because depression is currently happening on screen and I'm allergic to that. I just talked about I think I talked about this in like a comment section with Justin. A big problem that I have with these visual novels is that I have too much empathy, I feel. There we go. Only took like, I don't know how many fucking tries. This is what happens when you let the intrusive thoughts win. That just reminds me of like a video I saw where this child is like, there's like this kid with her mom or whatever at like a cliff or something, and one they see like on the other side there's like another cliff, and a woman is like sitting right on the edge of the cliff, and the child is like, why is she sitting there? Someone could just walk right up behind her, push her, and she'd be ah. And mom's just like, you see, that's called an intrusive thought, and we don't say those out loud. We don't?
昔から好きだった優しい優斗が好きだったバカだよねそばにいたいくせに悪態ばかりついてさ可愛くないことばっか言ってさでも二人でバカやるようになってさそんな距離感と居場所が心地よくて私甘えてたんだ
On another note, my fingernail, my thumb has been feeling this weird pressure. There's nothing wrong with it. It just feels like there's this odd pressure on it the past couple of days.
ツバメから優斗好きだって言われた時もうダメだって思った誰よりも女の子してるツバメにかなうわけないって諦めた真剣に向き合ってくれたツバメに嘘をついてバカみたいこんなに好きなくせに10年ずっと好きだったんだもんなかったことなんてできるわけないのに
You know, it's almost funny how I decide to go the exact opposite order in which it will hurt the least, I guess you could say. Since in Tsubame-Route, her making you feel bad for going with Izumi is just her essentially forcing Izumi into action by acting like she's going to confess. Actually confessing, but I'm just saying it was all an act to get Izumi to confess, and then just crying off screen, essentially. Like, well, not quite off screen, just like in another scene where she isn't around the MC anymore. Then in this one, it's like they fucking let Izumi fucking stew in it. And when you really think about it, the twins are liable to care the least. Like, in neither of the two routes have the twins in any shape, way, or form shown any kind of, like, jealousy or pain at being rejected. So really, I just picked the completely wrong fucking order. The order I should have gone was the twins, then Izumi, then Tsubame, then Izumi. I was vaguely aware that Izumi had feelings for me. That's precisely why I tried not to change the way I act around her, so I wouldn't have to face it.
君はそろそろ答えを出すべきだと思うけれどね。
I recall that suggestion that Hikaru once gave me. It wasn't something I should ignore. Izumi found courage to speak her feelings. Being the recipient of those feelings, I owe her a response. I'm really grateful that I feel that way about me, Izumi. As I am for Hekiru as well. See, back when I was a kid, I always thought that I'd grow up without being loved by anyone. And so surrounded my heart with a concrete wall because I was afraid of being hurt by others. That was a miracle I met a girl who said she loved me. And I love her too. Love her smile, and I want her to be happy for the rest of her life. Because of that, I can't requite your feelings, Izumi. I avert my gaze for even a second. I don't avert my gaze for even a second. It's only courteous that I do so to someone that sincerely confessed to me. It's the one solace I can provide her.
知ってる。分かってる。ユウトがそういう人だってことは。だからあんたのこと好きになったんだもん。ユウトがどうしようもなくツバメが好きだってことも知ってる。私がお姫様のドレスを着てもパージーあげるって言っても絶対ユウトはなびかない。ずっとツバメを好きでいる。
Izumi looks directly at me, still haunted with tears flowing down her cheeks. I almost start to cry too out of courtesy.
でもそんなユウトが好きなんだもん。ずっと前から好きなんだもん。どうしようもないじゃない。私やっぱり自分の気持ちをごまかせるような器用な女になれない。
Izumi! Izumi rushes off the stage. None of us can bring ourselves to chase after her, not even Tsubame. And I know she actually wanted to stop her.
投資稽古で気持ちが入りすぎちゃったのかしらね。稽古を続けられる空気じゃないわね。今日のところは解散しましょう。
We all exit the stage at Osarin's suggestion.
ユウくん。
Off Tsubame smile in response, but then she tenderly grabs my hand.
ツバメ、
ヒカルちゃん。
君は正しいよ。少なくとも僕は君を尊敬する。
本当に正しかったのかな。私は泉ちゃんを傷つけた。
Yes, you did, but at the same time, you've spared her a lot of hurt in the future. Like, she was going to keep being hung up on the MC for the rest of her life if she didn't get this off her chest and get the reply.
それでも君たちはきちんと答えを出して前へ進むことを選んだ。それは誇ってもいいと。
Hikaru pats us on the shoulder and leaves the stage. I do think that Hikaru has a point, but I can't help but wonder if this really was the right way to do it. All I can do right now is let the warmth of Tsubame's hand comfort me. We left school after practice ended a little early. Normally I'd be commenting on how it's still light out, or suggest we stop somewhere and do something. But instead we exchange few words as we all walk along the sidewalk. My head is swarming with thoughts. But more than anything, I just don't want to see Tsubame looking so sad. Hey, why don't we stop by the park? We turn at the usual corner and head for the park.
この時間が一番綺麗に見えるよね。
That sure does. I embrace her from behind as she gazes out at the harbor. She flinches and her back trembles, but she doesn't turn around or resist. You're still trying to bottle it all up? You should fix that bad habit of yours. You can lean on me, you know.
ユウくん。
If you keep being stubborn, I'll eat you out for an entire day again and make you be honest with me.
もうこんな時までユウくんはエッチなん？ムード台無しやん。
I'll always be honest with you, no matter when or where.
しゃあない人やな。まあ、くんにはまたやってほしいけど、まあそれは置いといて、ちょっと頼らせてな。ほんまは心の中お役ちゃんになっとるからな。
I gently embrace her as she finally leans back on me. Tsubame proceeds to talk at length about how they met, how she noticed Izumi's feelings, how she'd revealed her own feelings to Izumi before confessing to me. And yet, before today, Izumi hadn't once admitted that she liked me. Well, that's just who she is.
ほんまや。意地っぱりもええ加減にせえ。ユンが遅いんよ。 なんて言うたけど、泉ちゃんの気持ちもわかるんよ。ひかるちゃんのお姫様におられてなかったら、うちゆうくんに告白する勇気きっと出んかったと思うから。
Answer responded to Izumi the way you did.
せやから自己嫌悪なんよ。言われてめっちゃしんどかったのに同じことしてもうた。あんな荒療治する必要ほんまあったんかなって。
Who's to say? I don't know what it was, if it was right or wrong either.
ゆうくんでもわからん？
Well, yeah, I'm not God. Even if I can guess people's feelings, I'm not omniscient. But I know that love hurts. I already expressed all my feelings on the matter earlier. Izumi's a great person, but you're the only one I can give my heart to.
今はその言葉が一番嬉しいわ。うちもゆうくん以外愛せん。いくら親友の泉ちゃんでも譲れへん。せやけど心配なんよ。追いかけられんのが辛いんよ。
Yeah. Stroke her hair as I respond in acknowledgement. Stand silently like that and watch the sunset.
今回の脚本身に刺さりすぎてめっちゃしんどいわ。
Do you know?
せやけど最後までちゃんと演じきってみせるで。
Yeah, let's do this.
泉ちゃんともちゃんと話し合わんとな。
Yeah. Later that day, we tried calling Izumi, but she didn't answer our calls, nor any of our text messages. Izumi was absent from school the following day, and she still hasn't answered my calls or texts. Why is that? Even in someone else's route, there's a fucking plot issue where she refuses to go to school. Anzu and Nana even tried calling her, but nothing changed. You haven't been able to get through to her either, have you, Tsubame? Waited till school let out and went directly to her house. But her mother answered the door and said she didn't want to speak right now.
泉ちゃん
So I bite her lip and I stroke her head. What's going on? Izumi didn't come to school the next day either. And we still haven't heard from her. We thought of checking her workplace, but when we went there, the owner said she'd requested some time off due to illness. We pursued every option we could think of, but to no avail. At this point, we were at a loss for what to do next. So I decided to consult the Osserin before practice.
なるほどね。青春してるな。
Don't mess around and being serious here.
ああ、めんごめんご。まあ、大人からの意見としてはだ。イズミンは今はそっとしておいてあげて。
And even if she needed someone, it'd probably be best if that not be Tsubame or him. Honestly, Hikaru would probably be the best option, since I doubt she really wants to deal with the siblings of, you know, the dude she liked and the girl that started dating the dude she liked. Like, even if there is like some distant like connection, it's still a connection that she will most likely, you know, talking is hard. Essentially, she's gonna see his sisters and think like, oh well, they're here because he asked them to be here. And even if they themselves wanted to be here, he's still involved or something like that. There's always gonna be that avenue where her thoughts will go back to the two of them, and it's just not gonna get any better. Huh?
芝居にかこつけてゆうちゃんとつばめちんがいずみんをいじめちゃったって思ってるかもしれないけど、あれはあれで正論だよ。間違ったことは言ってないと思う。でも時として正論は劇薬になるからね。これは解毒剤なんてないのだ。結局いずみんが自分で気持ちの整理をつけるしかないんだよ。つばめちんだってヒッキーに劇薬飲まされて苦しんだでしょ。はい。事情は少し違うかもだけど根っこは同じだよ。二人とも罪悪感抱いてるからこういうお悩み相談に来たんでしょ。優しい子だね。
Sensei, can't deny that this has been weighing on our minds a lot. I don't know how to handle our feelings. We don't know how to handle our feelings, but we want to reconcile as soon as possible. Despite the fact that we know this is something she has to overcome on her own. I'm ashamed of my own selfishness.
自分を責めないように。そしてイズミンに時間をあげてね。お話しするのはその後ね。はい。
Thanks for the help. Feeling Sensei's right. Izumi needs time. It pains me to admit it, but all we can do is wait.
よし、練習始める前にみんなに相談があります。泉の件です。
Tsubame visibly shudders. I grasp her hand tightly and she grips mine back firmly.
本番まであと1週間切りました。ぶっちゃけ泉の復帰はいつになるか分かりません。このままやと芝居に穴が開きます。それだけは避けたい。なんで現段階で泉をひとまず役から下ろします。
お兄ちゃん、
すまんなツバメ。せやけどな、監督としてはこういうしかないんも分かるな。
うん。
Shinon does have a decent amount of lines. If we're gonna find a replacement, we'll have to do it now.
でも代役って誰にやってもらうんですか？
今から台本を覚えて投資稽古でギリギリやからな。基礎ができてる経験者に頼むしかあらへん。とはいえ先輩は模試が近い言われて断られてもうた。師匠に頼もうと思ったけど。
私はお遊び程度にやっただけで基礎練やってないしね。
なるほど。じゃあ私でも無理ですね。
そういうこっちゃ。それにアンリは当日音響担当やろ。
そうですね。じゃあどうするんです？
台本いじってシノンを削るしかないやろな。
でもコメディとアクション担当のシノンを削ったら
ちっと子供には重い話になるやろな。
なら僕が一人二役でやろうか。
なんやて？
シノンとは絡みも多かったからね。セリフも位置取りも頭に入ってる。
無理や。シノンとソーニャは絡みが多い。自分で言うてたやろ。
二人で立つ時にはヘキルをソーニャ役で立たせておけばなんとかなるさ。幸い衣装の予備はあるんだろ？
ああ。
掛け合いが激しいところはどうしようもないからそこだけ直してくれればいい。どうだい？
せやな。それが最善の策やな。ヘキルは大丈夫か？
平気。最善は尽くす。
よし、みんな聞いた通りや。ヒカルを一人二役で行く。ワイは台本見直すさかい。ツバメ、現場しばらく頼むわ。
うん、わかった。
ユウ、ツバメをサポートしたってや。
Sure thing. After that, we approached the climax of the play. Torakichi revised the script. We modified the positioning. Tsubame and I gave Hekiru, who'd finished the artwork, a crash course on the basics, and everyone adjusted their performances. Sound and lighting adjustments were also completed. It took us until the day before the performance for the dress rehearsal to get the okay. Today we brought in the equipment, set up, and ran through the rehearsal. Made it just in the nick of time.
みんな、なんとか準備は整った。よう頑張った。はよ来いや。みんな泉を待っとるんやで。
Why'd the fucking echo suddenly get added?
じゃあ
Wait,
今日はちょっと早いけど
and it was
解散
just for that one scene.
早めに休んで英気を養ってね。お疲れ様でした。
We left the municipal hall and are now on our way home. Everyone gave us some space, so Tsubame and I are leisurely walking by ourselves. Tomorrow's a big day.
せやな。なんかここんとこ忙しすぎてあっという間やったな。
Yep. So busy we haven't even been able to spend quality time alone. The quality alone time.
せやな。
That's what I meant.
うちも帰ったらご飯食べてお風呂してベッドに倒れ込んどったわ。
Same here. Right. Since Introkichi have been working us to the bone every day, and due to that, Tsubame and I have barely spoken a word about Izumi. Thinking about it now, it was probably deliberate on their end. They haven't said so, but I want to believe it. It's a shame Izumi never came back.
あれから1週間もお休みしとるし心配や。
Here's the thing. I would have given her time to sort out her feelings and get through this for 3, maybe 4 days. After that, I would have fucking physically dragged her out of there. Like, really. Like, at that point, being stuck in a room clearly isn't helping you. You need to go outside and see people. Me too.
せやけどな、あれから少し時間が空いて少し考えがまとまった気する。乱暴なことを言うてもうたんは謝りたい思うんよ。せやけどうちはあん時言うたことを取り消したりせんよ。うちはもう大切なものを諦めたり手放したりなんかせえへん。
Yeah, man, Sir hasn't changed since that day either. His mom looks at me and embraces me tightly. I get her back with as much strength.
ゆうくん、もう少しだけ付き合ってもろて。
Sure, I'll follow the princess wherever she wishes to go.
ほな行こうか。
It's been a week since we last tried visiting Izumi's house. Her mother must be out right now since no one comes to answer the door when we ring the doorbell. Still ignoring us, huh?
泉ちゃんなりに一生懸命なんやと思う。10年ずっと思い続けてきたんやもん。そう簡単に忘れられへん。せやけどな、明日の舞台だけは絶対見に来てほしいんよ。せやから。
She takes a letter out of her bag.
うちの気持ち全部これに書いたんよ。関係者用の招待状も入れとった。読んでほしい。それでこれ読んだら泉ちゃんやったら来てくれるって信じとる。
She proceeds to put the letter in the post box. I'll help then. Take up my mobile phone and call Izumi. As expected, she doesn't answer and her voicemail plays. It's fine though. Hey, it's me. It's been a while, I know. We managed to work things out with the place, so don't worry. And no one's upset with you, so don't let it get to you. If you come back, none of us will treat you any differently. Oh, and one more thing. Tsubame has put a letter in your post box. It's an invitation to play in it. There's an invitation to the play in it too. So please come and watch. You better be there. It's probably about as much as I can do.
ありがとう、ゆうくん。あんな、ゆうくん。
Yeah?
明日は本気以上の本気を出すから遅れんとついてきてな、王子様。
No, I will. I'll prove that I'm worthy of being a prince.
頑張ろうな。芝居をみんなに泉ちゃんに見せような。
Yeah. before I realize it's noon. I've been sobbing and sobbing day in and day out. When are my tears going to finally dry up? This bitch is fucking... It's got to be dehydrated at this point. Alright, completely fucking forgot I was gonna talk about something else as well. Hold on. What a fucking frame of a video to leave off on. Fucking shadow in a Jeep that has blood on its front and one tire on Sonic. Lythera, what the fuck? Anyways, not what I was gonna talk about. What I was gonna... that's the wrong fucking tab. What I was gonna talk about is a manga I found. English title. I was reborn and became a high elf, but I got tired of my slow life after 120 years. Manga titles are fucking retarded at this point. Essentially, here's the thing. The whole reborn stuff literally does not factor into the story. The story is literally just a high elf that has been alive for 120 years at this point, which is the point where he officially reaches maturity as a high elf, just decides, you know what? Kind of fucking bored of this. I'm gonna start traveling. And like the story is like over the course of like fucking years. Like a character that he met when she was a young adult at this point is already like an old grandmother with their own children. And he essentially is like the chapter where I left off is essentially him acting on a promise that he made that would be that he was going to take care of her in her advanced age until she finally passes, since when they first met she essentially fell for him, but he went out on his travels again and he essentially just talked about like, you know, sure, maybe I won't be able to master this fucking sword style here right now, but hey, at some point I'm gonna come back here and then I'm gonna learn from your descendants. And it essentially just gave her this impression that she loves him, but it's not meant to be, so she was going to do as much as she can to just make sure that he would have someone to come back to once he finally comes back, going to the point of literally going back to someone that she knows, that who is also married, and she had no romantic feelings for this man. He was just the best swordsman she personally knew, and just essentially asking both him and his wife if she could have his children, just so she has people to pass on the swordsmanship school to for the MC to come back to. And it's like, it's overall just like, I really need to also read Frieren, like Sousou no Frieren. Like, I know, sure, like, yeah, I know there's an anime for that right now. I really want to read the manga instead. But based on what I've heard, Sousou no Frieren is massive Debbie Downer energy, while that elf is like, it's Sousou no Frieren, but not as Debbie Downer. Like, the MC just straight up at one point goes to the Kingdom of the Dwarves. Some asshole is like, what the fuck's an elf doing in our Dwarven Kingdom? And he's like, alright, time for Dwarven diplomacy. Just starts to beat the shit out of that dwarf. Anyways. So sick of crying. I've cried my heart out to the point where my cheeks are sore now. Look in the mirror, I confirmed my face still looks like a mess. Shift my eyes to the calendar so I don't have to look in the mirror any further. Today's date is circled. It's the day I was looking forward to so much. But looking at it now brings me nothing but pain. I let my emotions get the better of me and ruin everything. can't face them at what I did. It just feels so awful. And here come the tears again. If it hurts this much, I should never have run away in the first place. Tsubame confronted me with a heartfelt feelings, yet I just... My phone lights up as I get another incoming message. I initially hesitated to read all the messages and voicemails. They were all far too kind, and it only made me cry more. It hurts so much, I don't want to look at any more of them. I don't want to hear any more of them. I want to respond to them anyway, so what's the point? But still, I can't stop myself from opening my phone.
もう始まっちゃうよ。急いで、泉ちゃん。
はよ来いや。みんな泉を
Why
待
is,
っとるんやで。
why is he the one that just breaks into his room and just has random voice lines that don't have the right effects on them?
君の分まで頑張ったから。心配はいらない。来るといい。みんな待ってる。来て。通し稽古終わりました。いいお芝居になりました。泉さんにも見てほしいです。大変かもしれませんけれど、お願いです。絶対見に来てくださいね。
I don't deserve this. Why are they all so kind to me? Put them through all that trouble due to my stupid actions. Izumi, please, listen to your voicemail. Read Tsubame's letter. And make sure you come to the performance. Voicemails and a letter. Use his gentle voice despite knowing how much pain it'll cause me. Listen intently. Also, they managed to work things out at the play. That alone caused relief to wash over my entire being. I've been worried endlessly over whether or not they'd be able to find a substitute in time. Why they led in the mailbox from Tsubame. I frantically searched through the mail in the mailbox and found the letter from Tsubame. I opened it, my hands trembling.
親愛なる泉ちゃんへ。まずはいきなりきついことを言ってしまったことを謝らせてください。ごめんね。でもあの時言ったことは撤回しません。ただイレーナ姫の言葉じゃなく、私自身の言葉でもう一度ちゃんと伝えたいと思います。私は何もせずにただ流されていろんなものを諦めたり逃げたりして生きてきました。あははって笑ってごまかして、そうすれば深く傷つかずに済んだから。本当はね、最初からお姫様をやりたかった。でも目立つ役をやって失敗したら怖くて恥ずかしくて逃げたの。
Also, I think I already confessed to the sin I've committed in the update video. I started playing Kingdom Hearts. I started playing Final Fantasy 14. And I made a Mikote. Funnily enough, it was actually just because of the stat bonuses. Because I wanted to play like a physical build type thing, warrior type thing. So I essentially tried to gauge both fashion souls as well as the stat bonuses that races get, and landed on Mikote because they have very good stats for physical. Like they have good strength, they have good agility, and they have good constitution. So I fucking went for them.
Tsubame. でもそんな生き方はいつかかけがえのないものまで諦めることになる。きっと一生後悔することになる。私はヒカルちゃんにユウくん取られちゃうって思った時、それだけは絶対に嫌だって思った。
So that's finally out of the way. Alright, there's a Nazik spray.
みっともなくあがいて傷だらけになってでもユウくんと一緒にいたいって思った。精一杯やってダメなら後悔だけはしなくて済むって思った。だから変わろうって思った。私と泉ちゃんは似た者同士だと思うから、 なんとなくわかるの。ゆうくんのこと諦めようとして、でもまだすがってる。諦められないでいる。違う？泉ちゃん、黙っていれば苦しみは過ぎていくけれど、後悔はずっと残るよ。泉ちゃんはそれでいいの？このまま私にやられっぱなしなの？私なりの決意を込めて舞台に立ちます。だからまだ私のこと親友だと思ってくれているなら、必ず見に来てほしいです。それでは明日会場で会えることを願って、林道ツバメ。
さすが私の親友だわ。
It pains me to admit, but he's exactly right. I know how both Yuto and Tsubame feel. There was no place between them for me. So for that reason I decided to move on. I pretended I didn't love him all this time. Now I'm so distraught and I have no one but myself to blame for it. It's almost laughable that I got so depressed over nothing. Boy, she's lost it.
何これ、変なの。
After laughing out loud once, all my problems suddenly seem so insignificant. You're right, Tsubame. I'm not gonna do nothing and regret it for the rest of my life. That's not my style. I love you too. I love him with all my heart. And I want to shout it out, not because Tsubame forced me to, but because I myself want it to be known. Plus, Tsubame already confronted me with her feelings. I have to step up to challenge and fight fair and square. That's our role. I'm not one to back down from a fight. Check the time on my phone. The play has already started, but if I leave now, I can make it before the final curtain call. Sorry guys, I'll be there shortly, I promise. We're moments before the start of the play. The tickets sold out through advanced sales and day off sales, meaning we have a full house. With how great Hekido's poster turned out, I have no doubt it played a big part in that. I heard there would be a lot of fangirls here to see Karu, but scanning the audience, I see men and women of all ages in there. That's their individual reasons for coming, and the fact that there are so many of them only heightens their excitement. I spot Dad and Shinan in the reserved seats, as well as Mizo and some others. Tsubame and Torakichi's parents, as well as Hekido and Hikaru, seem to be among them. However, the seat reserved for Izumi is still empty.
ツバメ、泉はまだ来ない？
うん、そう。ゆうくん、連絡あった？
Nope. We were mere moments away from the curtain rising, yet we've still heard nothing from her.
でもきっと来るよ。もし来なくても、私はあの席に泉ちゃんがいると思ってお芝居する。最高の芝居を見てもらうから。
ツバメさん。
Right, no matter what happens off the stage, true actor can't let that influence them. Let's stop, guys! Let's make this the best play ever! Alright, since I don't assume that many people will actually watch the update video, let me talk about a story from yesterday. Yesterday was Halloween, and I walked up to my mother and was like, you know what? I'm just waiting for the day where because we don't really get sweets to hand out for Halloween, because we are out in the boonies and no one ever fucking comes to our house during trick-or-treating. So we just have no need to buy the excessive amount of sweets. And I woke up to my mother and I'm like, you know what? I can't wait for the day where we are just gonna be sitting at home, chilling at fucking Halloween, and suddenly A fucking doorbell rings and a bunch of kids come here for trick-or-treating, and we just stand there awkwardly because we don't have any sweets to give them. The exact same day, like 3 fucking kids showed up for trick-or-treating. And I am so going to rub that under her nose for the next few days. Anyways, yeah.
ワイのポジション奪わんといてや
The mood relaxes at Torakichi's comedic retort.
さあ、もう始まるで。みんな、配置についてや。
Izumi, you better come, we're all waiting for you. The moment the curtain rises, the audience gasps in awe, probably due to Ans's cuteness and Tsubame's beauty. The first act begins with Princess Elena and her younger sister, Princess Leia, having a morning chat.
おはようございます姉様。お目覚めはいかがですか？おはようレア。ええ、とってもよく眠れたわ。あ、昨日の舞踏会は本当に楽しかったわね。はい、王子様といっぱい踊っていただけて、私とっても幸せでした。
Break of character.
レアは本当に王子が好きなのね。
She broke character. She requires punishment. Alright, Izumi also still requires punishment for breaking character during the practices, so yeah. Why did I suddenly have to think of that fucking video? Hold on, which one was that? Trying to there we go. POV, you get shield broken by Game & Watch. Hold on. I can actually just use movie magic and add browser. Yes. The URL YouTube. Boom. Okay. Let's just have that.
You've been a bad girl. You've been a naughty girl. A bad girl deserves a spanking. And as I am daddy, I am the one who must provide punishment.
I hate it so much. I hate it so fucking much. Especially the fucking one. Jesus. Like, all that setup, all that for a fucking one. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Hi. 昔から本当のお兄様のように接していただいて、よくしていただいてますし。そうね。とても素敵な方だと思うわ。
Hanzo fumbled her first line, but Tsubame's skillful ad-lib turned it into an effective joke. The audience, at least, seems to have received it well. Tsubame is into her role more than usual, and Anza for once doesn't seem nervous, until she's at ease recovering from her faux pas.
おはようございます。イレーナ様、レア様。
Fangirl screams of Hikaru! Erupt throughout the crowd. As it's the effect of Hikaru's little performance, she did her applause.
モデル様は大人気やな。
Yeah.
ええ、おはようソーニャ。王子はまだお休みかしら。はい。それは可愛らしい寝顔で、唇を奪いたくなるほどに。冗談です。すぐに紅茶をご用意いたします。もう、そうにゃ。冗談でも不敬が過ぎますよ。失礼いたしました。
Hikaru moves off stage and returns as Shinon with Hekiru. Incidentally, the story was rewritten so the two are twins and makes change less jarring.
おはようございます。イレーナ様、レア様。昨日は随分とはしゃいでいらっしゃいましたね。
That's a complete tonal shift from her acting. She's much more cheerful and lighthearted now.
そうね。レアがね。あら、イレーナ様も随分はしゃいでらっしゃいましたよ。まるで羽の生えた靴でも履いてるんじゃないかと思うくらいに。はあ、ひどいわ。そんなに浮かれてません。
She waves her hands and the crowd laughs. Tsubame's pouting expression is both comedic and sweet.
そんな風に浮かれていたのはシノンの方ね。そんなことあるかも。
Her faster response elicits laughter from the audience yet again. Despite Hekiru's role being added and hazed, the deadpan personality of her character is a lifesaver and avoids any awkwardness.
さて、ユウの出番やで。
Yep. I'm off. Hey girls, good morning to you all. Did I oversleep a bit?
あ、王子。おはようございます。おはようございます。今みんな起きてきたところですから大丈夫ですよ。
Have you now? Anzu acting her usual self caused me to reflexively start petting her.
王子様、スリスリ。もうレア、そのようなはしたない真似をしてはいけませんとあれほど言ったではありませんか。いや、だって王子様めったに来ないんですもの。なのでこうして王子様成分を補給しないと私は死んでしまうのです。スリスリ。もう申し訳ございません。つい甘やかしすぎたようでして。
Oh, no worries. I'm an only child, so I actually appreciate the attention. It's like I found myself a cute little sister. I hug Anzu tightly.
ニース、王子様。
You seem to yearn for an older brother, don't you, Princess Leia?
それほどでも。
Messed up again, you cheeky little thing. Oh, we managed to smooth it over, so it's not a big deal.
おはようございます、王子。紅茶はいかがですか？
Now, so it left some. Thank you.
あ、そうだ。みんな起きたことですし、ご飯にしましょうよ。もう、シノン、もう少し言葉遣いをなんとかなさいって言っているではありませんか。いや、つい浮かれてるのね。ごめんなさい。
What's the harm? Formalities are a beautiful thing, but I truly love the warm, comfortable atmosphere in this castle.
ほらほら、イレーナ様。王子もこう言ってますよ。調子に乗らないの。申し訳ございません。当家のメイドが。後できつく叱っておきますので。
Oh no, I'm not offended one bit. If anything, I'd prefer her to continue being herself. Thus, the warm atmosphere of the castle is portrayed with a slight comedic touch. Shortly after, the first act ends with a big round of applause.
お疲れさん。みんなええ感じや。つかみは OK やで。続けて第2幕。すぐ入る。
わかった。
Act 2 portrays conflict involving the 4 people living in the castle and the prince. The prince does not take favorites. Consequently, all the girls end up infatuated with him. However, the prince only has eyes for the princess.
もうお帰りの時が来てしまったのですね。
I'll visit you again, I promise.
一つお伺いしてもよろしいでしょうか。
Well, of course, I'll answer anything that I can.
私も一国の王女。とはいえ、この国は貧しく、国土も猫の額ほどしかございません。城も国のように小さく、使用人とてメイドを2人雇うのがやっと。豪華なお食事もご用意することは叶いません。なのに、王子、なぜあなたは私たちにこんなによくしてくださるのですか
Mom is pretty in that dress at all times, but seeing her with moist eyes makes me want to kiss those lips. Ah, but I can't. I am the prince right now. Do you not see why, Princess Elena? Must not be a good judge of people.
お待ちください。だって、そんなはず、あるわけないもの。
She looks away shyly. Princess Elena! I take a step forward, put my hand on her chin, and turn her towards me slightly forcefully.
王子。
I shall not apologize for my impropriety. Consider it payback for you teasing me.
ごめんなさい。
You needn't apologize, my dear princess, for I am but about to do something far worse.
何を
Pull her towards me and steal a kiss. This elicits a strong reaction from the audience. Oohs and ahs and squeals of excitement resound. I meant to just fake it, but I couldn't resist. Strongly, softly, alternating the pace I push against her lips. Despite the fact that we're in front of the crowd, I used the fact that we're acting as an excuse to be a little bold. Tsubame quivers slightly, so I put my hands around her back and stroke her back. It's the signal that I want more. I want her to only look at me. But obviously I can't put my tongue in, so I withdraw my lips before I get carried away.
王子。何
Princess Elena, you asked me why I bother myself with you. The answer is simple. I come because I wish to see you. Elena, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I always have.
王子。ごめんなさい。
That Elena! Second act closes with Tsubame disappearing off stage.
よし、2人ともええ芝居やったで。ま、半分はガチやろけどな。
もう、お兄ちゃん。
Well, it's been a while since we last kissed. That was kind of exhilarating. With all the drama going on recently, I haven't had any chances to kiss her lately. I did it unconsciously. I grin at her to which she blushes and pouts.
ゆうくんもいけず。キスは不利でよかったやん。
You didn't want to kiss me? You didn't whisper to
あ
me.
のキスされたらドキドキしすぎて困るやん。下入れてかき回してもろとなるやろ。ちょっと濡れてしもたやんか。
No horny in the theater. Let me pleasure you all day long sometimes as apology. I embrace her, she stiffens up.
うち死んでまうかもしれへん。
My girlfriend's the cutest girl in the world when she squirms like that.
はいはい、イチャついてる暇はあらへんで。 もう開演して30分過ぎとる。ちょい押し気味や。ここで少し巻いてな。
Okay.
兄さん、ツバメさん。
Oh, what's up?
次のキスシーンはもうちょっとマイルドにお願いするですよ。お子様も見てるですよ。イエローカードですよ。
Okay.
もうゆうくんのアホ。
That was rather mild for the two of us, though. Well, still, I have to be more cautious. Yeah. Torakichi, any signs of Izumi?
まだや。たくあのボケ。グズグズしとったら舞台終わってまうで。
泉ちゃん。
I should put away the gun. Alright, I've arrived at the station. Not much longer till I'm at the municipal hall. How long has it been since I left? Okay, 40 minutes. Perfect. I'll arrive in the middle of the third act. Still plenty of good scenes left. I wipe the sweat off my brow and run as fast as I can.
そうそう。私もただの使用人ですし。この身分の違いはもうどうしようもないもんね。かえって諦めがついてよかったけどさ。
シノ。
Upon entering the hall, I see the scenes in which Shinon, gives up on her love and supports Princess Elena. I control my breathing, find my seat, and sit down.
ゆいばしさん。
Shh! You dumb fuck! You're in the middle of a theater!
話は後でね。
はい。
Reserved seats are in the front row. You can clearly see the actors' faces. And the actors can clearly see us. Tsubame spots me and so do the others. They gaze at me so warmly that I almost feel like crying. Sorry guys, I'm here, I didn't run away! Tsubame, I came to see you at your best!
それにさ、レア姫の言う通り、王子の気持ちはとっくに姫様のものだもの。割って入る隙なんかないもん。
Wait, it isn't part of the script, is it? Actually, this is what I said on that day.
そうね。そうよね。
姫、
今ね、私気づいてしまったのです。ううん、気づかないふりをしていたことに。
These bitches need to stop all their ad-libbing! They really need to stop all their ad-libbing. It's just gonna confuse people.
私だけ幸せになることはできないなんて綺麗事だった。ミナのことは本当の家族だと思っています。本当です。一緒にいるのが心地よくて。でも王子の愛を受け入れてしまったらミナの気持ちを踏みにじり、大切な日々が失われてしまうんじゃないかって思うと、それが怖かった。
This one is so ridiculous. This one, like, yeah, it looks a bit more authentic because, you know, Golden Gun. But at the same time, the moment you like pull out the magazine, it's just it's pathetic. Just straight up.
だから私は居心地のいい今にすがりたいだけの言い訳ばかり続けてたのよ。ひどい女と罵ってもいいのですよ。考えすぎですよ、姉様。ここにいるみんなが家族。少なくとも私はお姉様と同じ気持ちです。姉様が皆を思うように、私たちも姉様が大切なんです。レア、 自分をごまかして嘘をついて、それで得られる幸せなんてどこにもない、そう思います。
私もそう思います。そうよね、シノン。はい。
The entire script for the scene was completely changed. The princess's lines sting a bit, but I'm able to acknowledge them now.
あなたのいた騎士団では、魔物が怖かったら逃げろと教えていたの？
いえ、戦って死ねと教えられました。
なら、答えは出ているはず。姫も、自分に嘘をついてはいけません。
そうね。私は王子の愛を受け入れようと思います。姉様。シノン、あの方は身分の差を気になさる方だと思いますか？
思いません。あの方の身分はそれを許さないとは思いますけれど。
あなたはどうしたい？
許されるならば
戦って死にたいと思います。ならば一緒に参りましょう。はい、お供いたします。ミナはどうします？
お供いたします。
Oh, come on. Whoever made these revisions, show yourself. It's so close to home, I feel tears welling up. The scenery changes and the prince once again visits the castle.
今日は王子に大切なお話があるのです。
In response to my confession of love?
はい。ですが、その前に。
王子、私と結婚して、認知して。
Come again? That must have been one of Hekiru's ad-libs. The difference between the dialogue and Yuto's apparent lapse elicits roars of laughter from the crowd.
王子様、私のお兄ちゃんになってください。
Pardon?
その、姉様と結婚してください。そうすれば、私は妹です。王子様にモフモフされ放題です。
I'll gladly have you as my sister. The hall erupts again at Anzu's performance. It's such an enjoyable, well-done play. Man, I wish I were up there so bad.
さあ、シノン、あなたの番よ。はい。
王子、好き。ずっと前から好きでした。私、本気です。本気なんです。王子のこと、好きなんです。
All goes quiet at Hekiru's earnest confession. Everyone holds their breath upon seeing the clownish tomboy act with such an uncharacteristic sincerity. I apologize for I love Princess Elena.
そうですよね。
However, I commend you for having the courage to tell me this. Quite like your honest side.
その一言で十分です。聞いてくださり、ありがとうございました。
She then wipes her eyes and flashes a broad smile.
さて、思いっきり玉砕させていただいたところで姫、まさか逃げるなんて言いませんよね。
I don't know about you, but Leah wasn't rejected. He fucking took her up on her offer. Like, she is getting what she wants out of this deal.
まさか。王子、この間のお返事はこうです。
Damn, I still really like this theme.
愛しています、王子。
Elena, this is a kiss between an actual couple, but so this is as genuine as it gets. I feel the intense love they have for one another, and honestly, I'm jealous. However, I keep my eyes glued.
王子、生涯あなたと添い遂げましょう。
Yes, Elena.
思えば私は何もせずに、ただ流されていろんなものを諦めたり 逃げたりして生きてきました。でもそんな生き方はいつかかけがえのないものまで諦めることになる。きっと一生後悔することになる。私は王子が好き。あなたを誰にも譲りたくない。だから私は強くなります。
Oh, Ayo, Revision says she beats the shit out of the dragon?
王子、あなたを誰にも私はしません。たとえそれが大切な家族であっても。
Elena, I too shall not yield you to anyone. Allow me to ask you once more. Elena, will you marry me?
はい。
The curtain descends as the two kiss. Clap my hands along with the rest of the audience. I was always aware I had no chance. Yet just like Ishina, I decided I would confess. It's a little early for the curtain to fall on our story. The curtain rises again. This time it's the scene where the huge dragon comes to kidnap the princess.
王女はいただいていくぞ。
Ah! Elena! Elena!
王子、竜を倒す方法ならございます。
What is it?
でも、それはすごく大変ですよ。
どれくらい大変なの？
多分、死ぬ。私なしでは、ね。
What are you?
メイドとは、世を忍ぶ仮の姿。その実態は、魔法使い、スケッチしたものを具現化できる。ちなみに、ちょっと未来も見える。へへん。
Her tone of voice has returned to that characteristic Hekiru deadpan. Well, I guess that's part of the switch to the sorceress. Princess Leia, who has now fighting capabilities, is watching over the castle. The prince takes Shinan and Sonia with him and emerges from the lost woods. Emerging from the lost woods, slades the huge dragon with the dragon slayer sword.
What a go! What a go!
Elena, I'm so glad you're safe. There we go. My voice acting.
本当に夢のようだわ。
After obtaining the treasure left behind by the dragon, they return to the small castle and live happily ever after. Motherfucker. The grand finale is over with and the curtain descends.
素敵な舞台でしたね。とってもいい舞台だった。
The audience gives the actors a huge round of applause. Like, I really just fucking played this in the wrong order. Like, Tsubame got like one short scene where she's sad in Izumi's route. They dedicated like the entire finale of the route to Izumi dealing with her feelings. The entire finale to Tsubame's route was a therapy session for Izumi. I'm a fool! The audience gives the actors a huge round of applause. I clap as loud as I can among them. After the curtain fell and the play ended, Izumi came backstage and bowed to each one of us, one by one. What Izumi did would end any actor's career, but we all welcome her with smiles. After we finished cleaning up and just before we were about to leave, Izumi asks us to come to the part of our childhood with us.
途中からしか見られなかったけど、いい舞台だったね。 見てて舞台に上がりたくて仕方なかった。ほんともったいないことしちゃった。
She slaps her cheeks embarrassingly. Well, provided you still want to, you can.
うん、そうだね。やらかしちゃった私だけど、またみんなとお芝居やりたい。今度は絶対逃げたりしないから、また一緒にできるかな。
Yeah, of course.
泉ちゃん、またやろう。みんな待ってるから。
Her eyes suddenly water. She wipes the corner of them over and over. She smiles a smile of pure joy. Tsubame gets affected by it and has to wipe her tears too.
じゃあそろそろ本題です。
Oh, what's this all about? Izumi stands before me. She looks at Tsubame, they exchange an eye, and then she looks back at me.
あのね、ゆうと、私、ゆうとが好き、大好き、ずっと好きだったの。ツバメと別れて、私と付き合って。
What a bold thing to do in front of my girlfriend. Well, it's very in character for Izumi. The honest affection of me causes me to feel a pang in my chest.
家事も一通りできるし、成績もいいし、明るく元気な有料物件です。今ならなんと、ファーストキスとバージンまでついてくる。
She prowls on and beams as bright as she can. Mard won't be swayed from Tsubame, but I have to admit that Izumi has never seemed as cute to me as she does now.
おっぱいはツバメより小さいけど、それなりに大きいよ。感度も悪くないと思うし。というか、感じすぎてなんでもない。泉ちゃん。
And she makes the appeal to my libido too, even.
まあセールスポイントはそんな感じです。ゆうと、返事聞かせてほしい。
Sure. Ignoring the sexual stuff there at the end was basically a perfect confession. So I think I owe it to her to respond sincerely. Sorry I can't reciprocate your feelings for me. After all, I'm infatuated with Tsubame from the bottom of my heart. Still though,
でも
if you confessed to me before I fell for Tsubame, I'd probably be dating you right now.
そっか、そうだよね。ゆうとはそうでなきゃ。
Sorry again.
いいのいいの。むしろ俺も好きだなんて言ったら抱きしめちゃう。じゃなくてぶっ飛ばすところよ。うん。
泉ちゃん。
はあ、もうちょっと早く素直になれてたらな。ツバメに先越されたか。とほほ。
That optimistic frustration of hers puts a smile on my face. She's truly a cute girl, albeit in a different sense than Tsubame. If Tsubame wasn't in the picture, I could seriously see myself falling for her.
初回特典のファーストキスとバージンついてもダメ？
It's certainly tempting.
あ、おいでく。
ゆうくん。
Hold on, what?
あ、おいでく。
ゆうくん。
Did they include like a little bit of like what was supposed to be cut out of the recording in there? It's like it sounds like the voice actors was like accidentally on the wrong page of the script. It was like, oh wait, hold on, there we go. And then you can like.
あ、おいでく。
ゆうくん。
Ow! I was just kidding.
うちやって両方ゆうくんにあげたやろ。
Yes, and I thoroughly enjoyed taking in both of them. Ow!
ほほ。キスは目撃しましたけど、やっぱり経験済みですか。そうですか。ゆうとってスケベそうだもんね。
スケベそうじゃないよ。どうスケベなんよ。
例えば
例えばって、
どんなことしてくるの？聞かせて聞かせて。
ダメ。教えたら泉ちゃん絶対優子に処女奪われたくなるもん。
そんなにすごいの？
もう信じられへんで。うち初めてやのに、ふっとうて
かったよ、ちんちんで後ろから激しい犬みたいに犯してくるし。
Stop that, Tsubame! Don't remember my shameless behavior to others!
後ろから犬みたいに激しくそれで感じてまううちもうちやったけど、気持ちいいんだ。うん。体も心も幸せにされてまうんや。でもさ、ドスケベっていうくらいだからもっとあるんじゃないの？あるで。どんなことしてくるの？せやな。こないだは一日中苦にされ続けてお嫁に行けんぐらいだらしないお顔にされたりとか。まあうちはお嫁にしてもらうからええけどな。
She glances at me, so I give her the thumbs up. Tsubame is my waifu.
嘘。一日中そんなことされたらアヘ顔ダブルピース間違いなしじゃないのよ。もうゆうくんなしやったらうち生きていける体にされてもったんよ。あのさ、ゆうと。
Yeah.
私2号でもいいよ。
Oh no! Oh no!
ゆうくんはうちのや。いいじゃん。私もゆうとに一日中ペロペロとかされてみたい。
What is this conversation?
あかん、絶対あかんで。ってゆうくん何前かがになっとんのや。
I was just remembering our sexy times, jeez.
まあ
Yes.
私実はド M なの。自分で乳首ギュってすると体ビクンってしちゃうの。ギュってしてみない？もうあかん。乳首ギューはうちにしかしたらあかん。
You're all still out in public!
もうゆうくんなアホ。何がキュンやねん。2回もいいやってもう。
I'm kidding, okay? You're only going for me, Tsubame.
ゆうくんのいけずいけずいけず。
There's something ridiculously cute about Tsubame being jealous. I breathe a sigh of relief as she bops me over and over. After all the drama we went through, I'm glad to see the two of them back to joking around like usual. Hope they stay best friends forever.
でもなんかすっきりした。やっと気持ちの整理がついたというか、なんかすっごいいい気持ち。
She stretches her arms wide.
これからは少し自分の気持ちに素直になろうと思う。自分をいじめてばかりじゃかわいそうでしょ、ツバメ。うん、ゆうとツバメ、お幸せにね。そしてこれからは友達としてよろしくね。泉ちゃん。
Tsubame pulls both of us in and cries with a smile.
ずっとずっと親友だよ。うん、二人とも私の最高の親友だよ。
Our 10-year-long friendship had been broken. But now that we've reconciled, I feel like we'll be closer than ever before. Yeah, I'll strive to do my best to make Tsubame happy. I've obtained something truly precious, and I'm never gonna let go of it for the rest of my life. Together forever. Finished Tsubame's route. Skip the outro. The play was extremely well received. I'm pulling up the fucking censors because I can sense that there's an H scene here. The play was extremely well received. Although Torakichi's idea of making the story some people of all ages could enjoy probably played a large part in that. Although Torakichi's idea of making the story something people of all ages could enjoy probably played a large part in that, the acting was highly praised too. The organizer must have liked it too, because the sponsors soon made offers for subsequent performances. Word must have quickly spread, because before long, the word around school was that this year's drama club was something special. New students hearing that applied to join, and the club, which was on the verge of being abolished, was fully revived. Okay, we're safe.
おはよう。早速着替えてきますね。
Having enjoyed the play as much as she did, Anzu even decided to join, asking if it was okay if she could participate when she wasn't busy with volunteer work. As a brother, I'm a little concerned about the fans that quickly sprung up due to her sweet and style of acting.
ツバメさん、次に使う音源はどちらに？ああ、この USB メモリに入ってるから。わかりました。準備しておきます。
Having only been a production assistant, Anri did step back for a period of time. But she frequently visits and helps helps all of us out. I guess she feels lonely. She's also been expressing a keen interest in acting herself as of late.
ユウ、ドラゴン殺しをパワーアップしてみた。
That's a little too big, Hekiru.
これでいい。大きく分厚く大雑把。シンプルイズベスト。
Hekiru also seemed to enjoy making props, so she formally joined the club. She gets to express her artistic talent to her heart's content here. Case in point, that dragon killer sword. That looks way too realistic for a mere paper mache.
ヘキル、さすがだね。これならどんな異形のものも真っ二つ間違いなしだ。えへん。ドヤ顔のヘキルも可愛いよ。
Hekiru also hangs around for the reason that anything Hekiru does, she must do too.
トライル
はい、なんでしょ
今日からあんたが新部長ってことでよろしく。
う。いきなりでっか。
こないだの監督っぷり見ての判断よ。あんたなら先輩たちも安心して任せられるってさ。頑張んなさい。
いいっす。
Torakichi formally became the club president. He was already filling the leader role anyways, both strict and lenient, depending on what the situation called for. Being the funny guy with the Osaka accent, he had no trouble earning the respect of the new members, and the club developed a nice atmosphere because of that. As always, Asarin was elusive and aloof, but always there when the time called for her to impart us with her adult wisdom.
おはようございます。
Oh, no work today.
休みにしてもらった。今日通し稽古やりたいって言ってたでしょ？
Right. Izumi's busy with school and work, but that performance must have sparked something in her because she declared that she wanted to continue acting and joined the club.
泉ちゃん、忙しいのに大丈夫？大丈夫。なんとかしてみせるわ。やっぱり演劇楽しいもん。芝居もバイトも勉強も全部両立させてやるわ。泉ちゃんならできる。はあ、早く次の公演来ないかな。次はこの失恋を生かしてツバメよりもいい芝居をしてやるんだから。私だってゆうくんとのラブラブ生活を生かして負けないくらいいいお芝居してみせるよ。くのののぐー。
Even Tsubame, who was always focused on not being the center of attention when acting, became the star of the drama club after our recent performance. On that note, while she's always been quite popular among the male population here, the number of love letters she's been receiving has increased. As a boyfriend, it aggravates me to no end. I'm going to burn all those letters to Cinder's Tsubame's mine.
ゆうとさん、この機材を調達できないでしょうか。今の機材だと私一人で回すのはそろそろ限界です。
Sure, we should still have some money left. Want me to apply for one?
お願いします。
In the end, I became an official member too. I still haven't lost my love for acting. I didn't want to use being busy as a reason to quit. Being Izumi is just as busy as me, if not more. Also, needless to say, the biggest reason for my joining is so that I can spend more time with my beloved girlfriend. Taking on the role of vice president is probably only going to make me even busier, but well, it's well worth the work. I mean, if things get tough, I know I can count on Tsubame-Route and everyone else to give me a helping hand.
ゆうくん、また下級生の女の子が呼んでるよ。
Huh?
可愛い子だったよ。もちもちして、初々しい感じの。
Tsubame had always gotten them, but even I started getting regular love letters and secret admirers after the play. It would have been a very welcome change a year or so ago, but now that I have the girlfriend of my dreams, it's quite troubling. That being said, I can't simply ignore them. I think I understand how Tsubame feels. I'll be right back.
ちょい待ちや。
She suddenly hugs me. What are you doing, Tsubame? I mean, I appreciate it, but why?
マーキングや。こうやって、うちのって匂いつけとくんよ。
Lately, Tsubame's been as fierce as a dog both day and night. The spring of my second year ends with the whirlpool of happiness. The days have grown longer, and the summer is in the air. We finished up with our club practice a little early, so I invited Tsubame to take a walk to the park with me. Take a walk or take for a walk? Because considering you fucking kinky ass bitches, both is an option, sadly. Okay, just a regular walk. Nah, it was chilly not too long ago, but now it's nice and warm.
ほんまや。ここ2ヶ月はあっという間やった。
Yeah, they really did. But the best thing by far that happened to me is our relationship.
うちも。
She leans against me. The weight, warmth, and softness of my sweet girlfriend feels so pleasant. I honestly wish I could confess sooner. I'd really been missing out.
うちもそう思うけど。ちなみにゆうくん、うちのこといつからそういう目で見とったん？
To be honest, it wasn't until recently.
お胸がおっきになりだした頃からエッチな視線を感じとったんやけどな。
Was it that obvious?
うん、バレバレです。いやいやなかったけどな。うちはずっとゆうくんのこと好きやったし。
Oh, I feel so loved.
せやで。せやから浮気とかしたらあかん。泣くでうち。
I ain't never gonna do that. You're the only gal I love, Tsubame. My girlfriend is so adorable. I can't get enough of her. I consciously nuzzle my cheek against
ほ
her.
んま勇気出してよかった。
Yep. If you don't seize your happiness yourself, it'll slip right out of your grasp.
せや。
I'll never let go of you either. Put my hands on her shoulders and hug her tight.
うちもゆうくん離さへん。
You narrowly avoided that. You narrowly avoided that. I was about to pull the gun on you. We're the textbook definition of a singularly sweet couple, to the point where she almost fucking rickrolls me on accident. Like I said, real fucking close. Not quite there though, so I forgive her. But who cares? We're happy.
なあゆうくん、うちこれからは積極的にヒロインやってみよう思うね。
Oh, I like that enthusiasm.
こないだのお芝居でみんなえらい喜んでくれたしな。お父さんもお母さんもよかったって。
By the way, what did your parents say about our passionate little kiss?
就職するまで孫を作らんようにって釘刺された。
Oh. We've been practicing safe sex since then, so there's no risk of surprise, baby.
まあ、とにかくうちの芝居でみんな喜んでくれたら嬉しい思ってん。
Yeah, I want to see you perform more. Seeing on a Broadway would be like a dream come true. Oh, wait, maybe it should be Hollywood.
せやな、夢は大きい方がええな。せやけどな、うちの一番の夢はゆうくんのお嫁さんです。そこは譲れんわ。
Well, if that was your dream, the after credit scene could have been that, but alas. The devs are fucking cowards. Also, why is the MC a hentai protagonist all of a sudden? Yeah, I'll definitely marry you someday, so don't worry about that.
楽しみにしとるな。
Why did the girl who was my first friend 10 years ago become so charming and attractive? She's always been there for me when times were rough. And now she's my girlfriend, and I love her from the bottom of my heart. Tsubame,
なんや、
I love you.
うちもゆうくん大好きや。
I know everything won't be sunshine and rainbows ahead. But as long as I have Tsubame by my side, I know I can get through it together. We can get through it together. Tsubame,
なんや、
I'm so glad I fell in love with you.
うちもや。
He softly caresses me. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
おるよ。ずーっと一緒や。
Now I don't trust him anymore. Is it going to go back to main menu? No, it's going to go back to this.
最近のゆうくんは少し甘えん坊さんになった。二人っきりでおると、よう膝枕をせがんでくる。時々おっぱいをいじってくる。ちょっと困った甘えん坊さんや。膝枕しとる時のゆうくんはとても安らいだ顔をする。いつもよりゆっくりとした甘え声でポツポツとしんどいことを口にする。お話に相づちを打ちながら髪を撫でとると、ゆうくんはいつの間にか寝てしまう。そんな時間がうちはめっちゃ好きや。人のためにいろいろ無理をしてまう人やから、人を幸せにする人やから、そんなゆうくんやから好きになった。前はそばにおられたらそれでええって思うとった。せやけど今はちゃう。これからはゆうくんを支えていきたいって思う。ゆうくんを幸せにしたいって思う。将来はお家の仕事のこととかも増えて、ゆうくんはますます大変になってまうやろ。そんな時、うちはゆうくんの心の支えになりたいねん。なあゆうくん、うちも頑張るから、ゆうくんにふさわしい女になってみせるから、ずっとずっと隣にいさせてな。
Alright, there we go. That was Tsubame-Route. That was actually no sex in this part. That's fucking weird. Oh well. Anyways, twins next time. Bye-bye.